What's up, everybody? You're very welcome along to Mundo Sporto here for another Watch Day. Jack Gill was doing the North London derby earlier on. Massive thank you to Jack. Now it's time for me to take over. Manchester United taking on West Ham in another big game at the top of the Premier League. As always, my friends, this game is brought to you thanks to the good folks over at the One Football app. I'll give you that spiel in a few moments as well. But look, how the hell are we? I hope that we're all well. I hope that any mothers out there, happy Mother's Day to you all. I don't know if it's Mother's Day all around the world, but I know in the UK and Ireland it is. So any mothers watching, happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. I hope you all got spoiled rotten today, and rightly so. So yeah, how are we, folks? What are we thinking on this one? Giants Nation said, hi Craig, I'm depressed, mate. It's been a tough time for all of us, but we'll get there. We'll get through it, pal. Don't worry. We got some results go our way this weekend. Obviously, the North London derby went Arsenal's favour, which, us being Liverpool fans, well, I am. That helps. But this game, someone's got to drop points as well. And, it probably suits us Liverpool fans if it's West Ham that drop points today, because, it certainly looked like they're going to finish above us for sure. That it kills me to say it, but looking at things, we need to be trying to pin back either West Ham, Leicester. I can see Chelsea probably pushing on, even though they drop points this weekend. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, the dogs next door are out barking now because they have the notifications turned on from Mundo Sporto, as you would expect. I mean, the dogs around the neighbourhood know what YouTube channels are up. So how are we? I'm doing good, thank you. Elevator Kid's gone 2-1 to United. We should sign him tomorrow. Agent Wolves, I don't know what that one's about, to be fair. De Gea's returning to training tomorrow. Interesting to see that one. Look, I want to take a second as well to say rest in peace to Murray Walker. Look, I know a lot of you guys are probably younger than me, but I grew up and Murray Walker was the voice of Formula One. He is so iconic within the sport. It is unbelievable. And the world lost another legend, unfortunately. And Marvin Hagler, marvellous Marvin Hagler, one of the greatest, if not the greatest middleweight of all time, unfortunately passed away as well yesterday. So, we're losing sporting greats, folks, and it's been a tough time. But, we've got to pay our respect to these people, because without the legends that went before, particularly when it comes for people like me who want to do commentary, the Murray Walkers of this world, we just wouldn't be here without guys like that treading the way through. So, he was a legend. May he rest in peace, and his voice will live forever, because he's got some of the most iconic moments in Formula One history. And also as well, marvellous Marvin Hagler, one of the best middleweights of his generation. You see the outpouring of love for him. He sadly passed away at the age of, I believe, 67. So yeah, look, it's been a tough week again in the world of sport, folks, but let's hope we can cheer you up today with an exciting game. We can have a bit of fun along the way. As always, I'll be giving you play-by-play commentary of what's going on at Old Trafford, and I hope that you're all doing well. What have we got? So Cube said, people who think Arsenal's pen wasn't a pen must be crazy. Mate, it was nailed on. 100% nailed on. Not Salim 448 said, Craig, score predictions. I'm trying to remember what I did in my score prediction. I'm fairly sure I went 2-1 United, if I remember. I know I went for United win, but I think it was 2-1 United in my score predictions for the weekend. TTV Klopp said he was such a good F1 commentator. Mate, he was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And it's lights out. Go, go, go! Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. An iconic presenter, commentator, and somebody who will be sadly missed by the world. West Ham fan here, Craig. Really enjoy your content. Top guy and very genuine. Thank you, George. Welcome in, my man. Pleasure to have you with us. Shall we have a little look at the teams? But first of all, before we do, let me just again take a second to say a massive thank you to the people that made it possible to be here today for us. The One Football app. If you haven't downloaded the One Football app, please have a look at the link in the description, or go over to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download it right now. It's the best football app out there, bar none. It even has this amazing augmented reality section on it, where you can, put it onto your floor or any flat surface, bring up the starting 11s, touch on it and bring up stats on players and stuff. It's got all the latest news, of course, league tables, fixture list, everything you need in the best football app out there in the business. And with that in mind, let's have a look at the starting 11s for today's game again, with thanks to the One Football app. So, Manchester United have gone with Henderson in goal, Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back, Luke Shaw at left back, centre-back partnership of Harry Maguire and Lindelof. Then in midfield, it's Fred and McTominay, Dan James, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood, and Marcus Rashford returns from that injury to take his place in the starting 11. For West Ham, it's Fabianski, Fabianski, Kufal, Dawson, Jupp, Cresswell, Thomas Soucek and Rice, which is a pretty good midfield if we're being honest. Johnson, Noble, Bowen and Antonio up front for them. So they are the starting 11s for both sides today. Let me know your predictions, of course, in the chat. And as always, thank you to the folks at the OneFootball app for allowing us to do what we do. What he did for the F1 was amazing, Mark. It was brilliant, Mark. He really, really was. This could be the only time I want a United result, preferably a draw. Yeah, look, from a Liverpool point of view, as it's no secret I'm a Liverpool fan, a United win today is probably more favourable for us. You know, I'll call the game straight down the middle as I always do, folks. You know, I'll show no favouritism. I'll give you my unbiased commentary as I always do on Mundo Sporto. But yeah, look, I think the Arsenal win was probably better for a Liverpool perspective earlier. Obviously, over the weekend we'd seen Chelsea drop points. Leicester had a resounding 5-0 victory, of course. I think Villa dropped points as well, didn't they, over the weekend? So results have gone in our favour, and a Liverpool fan like myself looking forward to tomorrow and hoping that we can go to Molineux and get a result. But we are here today to concentrate on Manchester United and West Ham. So give me your thoughts, folks. Kate's in the house as well. Kate, how are you? Welcome in. What's your second favourite sport to watch after football? Boxing, mate. 100% boxing. That dog next door, honestly, I'm going to just have to start by fillet steaks or something every time I want to do a stream and start lobbing them over the wall for the dog to eat. Yeah, boxing, mate. I'm a huge boxing fan. Massive boxing fan. So yeah, boxing will be my second favourite sport. What else have we got? How's it going? Hope you're well. I'm really good, Rodders. I hope you are as well, my man. Elevator Kids hoping for a draw. Will there be a Mundo Sporto Discord? Honest answer, buddy? Don't know. We haven't even thought about memberships yet on Mundo Sporto, which we could turn on, but we don't know if we're going to have memberships on Mundo Sporto or not. We're still not 100% sure if it's the right move forward for the channel. But super chats are open, super stickers are open. That's the good news. And also, as you can see, we've gone past 15,000 subscribers, but we've only done that because of you amazing people. So please do keep hitting that subscribe button. Drop likes on the video as well. Do you watch darts? I absolutely do. And we will be covering some darts here on Mundo Sporto, mate. Whether it be the Premier League or whether it be the World Grand Prix and stuff like that. We will be doing some darts watch-alongs as well, which is going to be tough because I have to say, of all the sports commentary, the darts commentators I think are probably some of the best in the business. Wayne Mardle and the team over at Sky, they do an amazing job on darts commentary. They really, really do. So, you know, as much as I think I can maybe do a little bit better on some of the football stuff with adding a bit of humour and a bit of fun to it, I have to say that, you know, they do a great job with darts commentary. They really do. Can the Discord server be public? Which one, Giants Nation? The Anfield Agenda one, 100% no, because it's something that our members get as part of their perk on Anfield Agenda for paying $4.99 a month, mate. And if we do have a Discord server on Mundo Sporto, which I don't think we will, to be honest, if we do, again, it'll depend on memberships or not, mate. I get double money if it's 0-0, so let's hope, said Kate. There you go. Kate, I don't want to sit through a 0-0 game. I'm sorry, I just don't want to. Craig, does the AR feature on OneFootball work on Android? I would imagine so. I can't say for certain now because both Connor and myself do have iPhones, so I couldn't say for 100% certain, mate. But give it a go. Have a look and see if it does or not. You don't see what's interesting in darts? Oh, man. Darts is one of the most fun, entertaining, dramatic sports. Like every new leg is like a new game. No matter how far you are behind, every leg gives you a chance to get back into it. Darts has been... I mean, my dad got me into darts. My dad was a pretty decent darts player. Played at a decent enough level. And got me aboard when I was really young. And look, I'm crap, don't get me wrong, but I've always had an interest in the sport. My wife loves darts as well. Her grandmother actually used to play darts, and yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, the teams are in the tunnel here at Old Trafford, folks, getting ready to come out. Again, massive thank you to the OneFootball app for everything they've done for us, allowing us to continue to do what we do here on Mundo Sporto, and they will be with us for some more games down the line as well. Scotty, how are you, my mate? Welcome in. Some people saying RIP to Marvin Hagler. Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the best that there ever was. What channels will the NFL watch-alongs be on? Here, if we do them, mate. Here. Absolutely. Anfield Agenda will be 100% for Liverpool content. But maybe a little bit of the Euros on Anfield Agenda. We're not sure on that yet. But other than that, mate, any other sport will always be on Mundo Sporto. Cube said, same here, never found darts interesting. I love it. I just love it, man. I really, really do. It's got everything. It's got characters. It's got a bit of needle at times. It's got unbelievable technique, emotion, drama. When the crowds are in the Premier League, especially in the World Championships, dressed up in costume. I tell you what, if you go to a darts event live, if you ever get a chance, you'll understand what it's all about. You'll love it. I'm telling you, it's quality. It really, really is. Anyway, I've been a darts fan since I was a nipper, as I said. So, look, one more time, let's have a look at the starting lineups today, folks, before we get underway. So, Manchester United line up like this. Dean Henderson in goal. Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. Luke Shaw comes in at left back. Maguire and Lindelof are the centre-back pairing today. Fred and McTominay make up the midfield. Then it's Dan James, Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood and Marcus Rashford. For West Ham, it's Fabianski, it's Kufal, Dawson, Diop, Aaron Cresswell, Thomas Souček, Declan Rice, Johnson, Mark Noble, Jarrod Bowen and Mikel Antonio. They are the starting 11s for today's game. As always, if you are going to put in a score prediction, please do lash the letter P after it. Will I only do Packers games or do 2 games? I'll do whatever games we can, mate. Whatever game, depending on times, of course, as well, mate. But no, I won't only be doing Packers games. I'm not going to just do Packers games because I'm a Packers fan, mate. I'll do whatever games I can get on to do. That much I can promise you, man. I won't show favouritism to a team that I support on here. If there's good games coming up, if there's games that suit my time schedule as well, mate. And Jack Gill, by the way, is another NFL fan, so Jack will be doing some watch-alongs as well. So we'll try and get as many in as we can, mate. I promise you that. Right, make sure I've got the clocks ready to go here. As always, appreciate you guys being with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video. Favourite darts player, says Dara Daly. One who's just recently come back, mate, and I'm over the moon about it. Raymond van Barneveld, my favourite darts player. I've always been Barney. Maybe it's the Rocky walk-on music. Nah, it's not. It's Barney. It's just Barney. Other than that, though, there's some great young players coming up. Dimitri van den Berg, absolutely quality. Gary Anderson reminds me of almost like the Ronnie O'Sullivan of darts. Like, he's one of the most naturally gifted players. Gerwyn Price, I love the story behind him going from a rugby league player right through to winning the World Championship. Snakebite and his wonderful haircuts. There's just so many. Honestly, you could just go on and on and on. There's so many great characters in the sport. That's why I love it so much. Dinosaurs is going 2-0 to West Ham as a United fan. Wow. What's we got? If I may ask, with the upcoming World Cup qualifiers, are you confident Ireland will qualify for it? No, I'm not confident, mate. But, I won't rule us out, but I won't sit here and say I'm confident. Right, anyway, folks, let's get ready here and get underway. We're not too far away from kickoff here tonight. Last game of the weekend schedule. Obviously, Liverpool playing tomorrow night against Wolves, which of course we will be covering over on Anfield Agenda for any Reds watching. This should be an interesting one though, so let's sit back and we'll get through the next 90 minutes together and have a little bit of fun along the way. You should do more watch-alongs with Connor. We will do, mate, but we're locked down at the minute. We can't do anything in Ireland. Unlike the UK, our vaccine rollout is going at the speed of a snail, and it could be the end of the year nearly before we get vaccinated, mate. That's how terrifying it is for us at the minute. But yeah, we will do. We will do when we can. I promise you that as well. Right, we're about to get on the way. Here we go. And we are on the way, ladies and gentlemen, at Old Trafford. West Ham immediately launched the ball out left-hand side, looking for the big man, Souček. Mikel Antonio has it now. He goes back. And they're attacking with Diop down that left-hand side. Ball gets put out by Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and that'll be a throw into West Ham left-hand side. Sorry, folks. Just got to get a few little things ready here. On the old dog and bone. 1 second. Sorry, I believe... Yeah, I got something wrong a second ago. I believe I said Diop. Sorry, that was my bad. Right, anyway. Throw in right-hand side here. Down near the corner flag to United. Again, if you are going to put a prediction in, folks, please do put in... Just put in the letter P after it so we know it's a prediction, not a fake score. Yes, mate, the GOAT is back. Well, mate, I've always been here. I haven't gone anywhere. Do you know what I mean? Favourite boxer? I don't have one. There's just too many to like, mate. I mean, there's way too many boxers to like. Ball goes out. West Ham win it back. They have it left-hand side. Ball inside. Good work by West Ham again down this left-hand channel. It's blocked. It falls back. Aaron Cresswell now knocks it forward looking for Mikel Antonio. He'll give chase. He keeps it in, puts across, and Lindelof puts it out. Now you have that. Why did Aaron Wan-Bissaka let that go? He let Mikel Antonio get there and just didn't chase him, which allowed Mikel Antonio to put a cross in, and it was blocked by Lindelof and it went behind for a West Ham corner. Ooh, bit of a collision there. Referee points for a goal kick. West Ham players aren't happy. Giants Nation, I wasn't watching NFL back then, mate, when the Giants beat the Chiefs 31-9 the Super Bowl. I wasn't watching back then, mate. I only started watching NFL this season, and of course, obviously we know that the GOAT showed up and put the young pretender in his place, for want of a better phrase there. And Buccaneers to do that with their first year with the GOAT at quarterback, it was just an amazing story, really, wasn't it? I mean, to see Brady steadily grow that team year or through week after week, and to have Gronk with him was great. Anyway, Greenwood left hand side, ball back across. It's with McTominay. McTominay plays through, little 1-2 with Greenwood again. Ball centre pitch. Fred now has it. He goes out left hand side. Harry Maguire. He loves to get really far forward, Maguire, in United's attacks, doesn't he? He almost plays like as a midfielder when United are in possession moving forward. Luke Shaw now breaks into the box. Ball across. Little flick from Greenwood. Hits a West Ham player. But Fabianski comes out and claims it. I'm good today, Aaron, mate. I hope you are as well. Giants Nation, just fuck off, mate. Honestly, we all know that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl this year, mate, by beating the Kansas City Chiefs. You are clearly an arsehole of the highest order. Now get out of my chat. I hate people that come in just to be a dope. Call themselves Giants Nation like he's fucking funny. We all know who won the Super Bowl. It was the first time that a team had ever been the home team in a Super Bowl. You know, first time at their ground, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And fair play to them. It was a great Super Bowl as well. Idiot. Right, anyway, folks, we're back underway. We've gotten rid of Mr. Declan Rice is down now. It looks like he's in a bit of pain for West Ham. I don't know what happened. I'll have a little look. He's back to his feet and he's stumbling a bit. Yeah, he looks like he's hurt. I think it's his right leg. It was a challenge that went in, and yeah, he's in pain anyway, for sure. Do I play FPL? I do, mate, but very, very badly. I went 2-1 power plays. I went 2-1. West Ham now with Antonio, left hand side, breaks into the penalty area, gets his head up, tried to pull back across, but it was well intercepted. Lindelof now carries it out for Manchester United, up the line to Dan James. James has a little run, looks ahead, nothing on, turns back inside, gives the ball to Bruno Fernandes. He plays a nice crossfield pass left hand side to Luke Shaw. Shaw cuts in, then plays the ball around the outside to Fred. Shaw carries on his run down the line. There's options infield for Fred as well. Carries the ball, he's looking for somebody to lay it off to, plays it across to Victor Lindelof. Lindelof now, ball out right hand side to Bruno Fernandes. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood. Wan-Bissaka's pass is a little bit loose, allows West Ham to play a ball forward, but it's too far ahead of Mikel Antonio, and Victor Lindelof gives it back to Dean Henderson. Fred has it now centre of the pitch and works it out left hand side. Just inside his own half, Luke Shaw in possession now. Little 1-2 at Rashford. Again, Shaw still in possession. Ball to Fred. Fred has a look up. Again, Good ball out to Shaw left hand side. I think he was waiting for Shaw to make that 2 or 3 yard run, so the angle was there. Ball now with Bruno Fernandes. Back to Fred. Fred switches the ball from centre of the pitch out right hand side to Dan James, who goes back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He goes on a burst forward, waiting for the run. I have to say, I can see what Aaron Wan-Bissaka was doing there, but Dan James never carried on his run, and it eventually goes out for a West Ham throw-in. My day's been it's been decent, thank you, Issa. I hope yours has as well, my friend. Lingard can't play, mate, because he's on loan from Manchester United, and part of the Premier League rules are you can't play against your parent club on loan. I'm just trying to straighten out this microphone here so it's not in shot for you guys. Is the audio okay for everybody, by the way? Give us a thumbs up in the chat if the audio's okay. Ball back now with Dean Henderson. Flings it out left-hand side really quickly to Luke Shaw. You're a brilliant commentator, Craig. Thank you, Adam. Really, really appreciate it. Billy Joe Canelo every day of the week. Although Billy Joe Saunders he always fights better against better opponents, and him being a southpaw will be tricky, but I just think Canelo's almost unbeatable, mate. But Saunders will certainly be up for it, and we'll give him a decent fight, I think. West Ham now in possession, right hand side. Ball up the line. Again, they do it well to play it infield. Souček. Ball goes out off Harry Maguire, and it'll be a throw into West Ham right on the halfway line, right hand side. Audio's good, thank you very much, folks. Just Connor said to me yesterday there was something a bit iffy with the audio on one of the streams, so I just wanted to check it. Thank you. Again, this time it's a free kick actually. It looked like it was going to go out for a throw-in, but I think, has the ref given a free kick or is it a United throw-in? Either way, it's a United ball left-hand side. And it's a throw-in. Luke Shaw about to take it. Yeah, Lamella's Rabona was ridiculous, wasn't it? I mean, and then the idiot goes and gets himself sent off. But yeah, what a goal that was. What a goal. If you haven't seen Lamella's Rabona for Spurs, check it out. It was class. Absolute class. And then he get a second yellow a few minutes later and gets sent off. Madness. Anyway, Shaw on the attack here for United into the penalty area. Plays the ball across. It's headed away by the West Ham defence. McTominay leaves it for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Again, he gives it back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. A few little 1-2s between the two of them. Ball infield to Scott McTominay now. Greenwood. Back to Bruno. He looks up. Plays the ball across to Fred. Back out to Bruno. Dan James has it now. He cuts inside, has a little dart, plays a nice ball into Scott McTominay. He gets the ball out of his feet, but he's immediately closed down. Ball's back again, right hand side, still with Bruno Fernandes. Little misplaced pass now allows West Ham a bit of space with Mark Noble in the middle of the pitch. He turns back inside under pressure from Dan James, and West Ham are forced backwards. Declan Rice now. Again, good pressure from United forces him back. Now the ball's all the way back with Lucas Fabianski. He switches it out right hand side. Oh, good ball down the line looking for Mikel Antonio, but Harry Maguire had enough pace and passes the ball back to Henderson. Lively enough opening, almost 10 minutes here, folks. Still scoreless at Old Trafford, but it's been an enjoyable watch so far. I think both teams, you can see how they're set up. West Ham more looking to play on the counter to use the pace of Antonio, whereas United trying to just keep possession, play through the lines and drag West Ham out of position to free up a little bit of space in and around that 18-yard box. Referee says that West Ham player did not manage to keep that ball in play, so it will be United throw in their left-hand side. Oh, here we go. No, I've got to deal with this. Craig, you're such a plastic Liverpool fan, which is obviously the Giants Nation fan, by the way, that just swapped his account round because he's too thick to even swap. Get rid of the G-Men 112, but we'll allow the fact that he's obviously a cabbage and we'll carry on. Because you switch to the Packers fan. The Packers are winning the Premier League right now. Okay, Giants fan who's come in on a new account and thinks that we're all idiots. I swapped to the Packers because it was my first season in the NFL and I love the way Aaron Rodgers plays the sport. But you can call me a plastic Liverpool fan all you want, mate. I've forgotten more about this sport than you will ever know, Princess. Keep that in your head while I'm in there. Dance. I can France. You know what? I'm gonna do a dance so when I'm in your head, you know I'm here. Now keep that. I won't even charge you. I won't even pay rent nor charge you for that. You can have that one for free. But you're going to have to up your level of trolling, mate, because you are pathetic. Anyway, it's back with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ball in field to Bruno Fernandes. He looks for Marcus Rashford, but it goes all the way through. Luke Shaw's played such a top season, said Rodgers. Crazy thinks some United fans were on his case. Do you know, I had a conversation with a United fan before, mate, and they actually think that part of the reason that maybe Shaw is having such a good season, which I agree with, by the way, he's been fantastic, is maybe because there has been no fans on his back inside the stadium. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it's an interesting theory, but you can't deny he's definitely had a great season. Bring the little alien on the desk. Nah, that's an Anfield Agenda only thing. Newland Voider's an Anfield Agenda only one. Oh, right, folks, here we go. Ball back, West Ham in possession now. I want to put it to a vote, by the way, because somebody made a suggestion, and I always like to listen to subscribers' feedback because you guys make the channel. Without you guys, none of our channels are anything. Hang on, United in possession here. McTominay out to Bruno. Bit of a heavy touch from him, allows West Ham to clear it. I want to ask an honest question. So, I'll phrase it like this. Hang on, Mikel Antonio now. You can't switch off for a second on this one. He plays the ball across, it's intercepted, and United have it. People have said to me that I should stop giving trolls attention on YouTube, not my Twitter, on YouTube. I sometimes enjoy it because it lets me have a bit of fun with them. But what I want you guys to know is, does it annoy you when I bite at trolls and have a little pop at them? So if that pisses you off, give me a thumbs up. If it doesn't annoy you, and you might think it's funny or you think it's part of the process, give me a thumbs down. Or is that the wrong way around? Thumbs up for stopping it. Thumbs down to continue it. We'll let you guys vote. Because you are, without you, you're the audience. You choose. So thumbs up to no more talking to trolls. Thumbs down to destroying the little twats as and when I can. Right, we'll count the votes. Well, Kyle, you've actually voted for me to stop, even though you said it's good banter. The thumbs up is for me to stop. Thumbs down is for me to continue. But so far, it's looking like it's in between. That's a good shout, AZ Shaq. I should really pick out the ones I know I can really destroy and go with that. That's a good shout, mate. But most of you seem to want me to continue bashing them. So, again, I do listen to feedback. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now. He goes out right hand side to Rashford. Rashford back into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back to Scott McTominay. Burn them. I love it. I'm so glad you guys said that, because I won't lie to you. It is one of my highlights of doing the streams when I'm in a bad mood. And I don't want to take it out on my family, of course, and I don't want to take it out on our subscribers who I get on with. But I do like sometimes to release that pressure valve on the little trolling twats. Plus, I've explained this to you guys before. I've Asperger's and my head's wired a bit differently. So I get some odd thoughts going through my head, I won't lie. And I think that may add to my personality. So sometimes frustration gets the better of me and I have to have a crack. But it is what it is. What would I rate 2021 out of 10? 1. Because I still haven't been able to get out. Not that I get out much anyway, to be fair, but you know what I mean. Mikel Antonio now has it for West Ham. He tries to charge into the box, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets it back to Dean Henderson, who puts his foot through it and launches it long out right hand side. West Ham head it back up in the air. Then gets played out off Dan James, so it'll be a West Ham throw in left hand side. Doug, how are you, my man? Said evening, Craig. Hope you and Sabrina had a great Mother's Day too. She did. The kids got her, the kids got her a bottle of her favourite perfume, which is Lady Millions by Paco Rabanne. They even splashed out in the big bottle. They got her some new slippers. They got her some hand creams. They got her some flowers. So yes, she's had a very good day. Thank you. The kids were very good to her. And she deserves every bit of it, by the way. Do you know what I mean? Any woman that puts up with me for 20 years deserves more. A medal is the least she deserves. Jared O'Connor, how are you, my man? Said, hi Craig, I'm a Chelsea fan from 1970. Hello. It's very nice of you to quantum leap forward, my man. The 70s and 80s Liverpool teams were terrific. Love your channel and commentaries. Thank you, Jared, man. Really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat as well, mate. These type of small things mean so much to a small channel like ours, particularly when, you know, I'm up against it with time here. 10 weeks to go to try and get to a level where I can go full time at this. So yeah, cheers, man. That means a lot. And great to have you with us, buddy. Honestly, thank you. And you should be happy with your team at the minute as well, mate. Doing really well. Deserved your win over us as well, as much as it kills me to say it. Chicken Boy said, I made my mum breakfast in bed and she was buzzing. It's little touches like that, mate. Nothing wrong with it at all. Absolutely nothing wrong with it, mate. I'm sure she did love it, and I'm sure she was glad of the gesture, my man. And to any mums out there, as I said, that are watching, I hope you all had a cracking Mother's Day. I hope you're all spoiled rotten, because I know you all deserve it. Without mammies out there, we wouldn't be shit. And I tell you that for one thing. Even my mother-in-law, you know you're supposed to make mother-in-law jokes. My mother-in-law is the best in the world, honestly. She's an amazing woman. And obviously, she gave me an amazing wife. I say gave, like, oh, Dean Henderson comes out, good hands from the keeper. But, you know what I mean. Her and my father-in-law created the amazing woman. Ball out right-hand side now. Fernandez, back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. A little bit sloppy from him again, looking for McTominay and West Ham have it back in midfield. Aideen, I will keep my promise, my friend. When the channel grows, I promise you, you are the first one in line for another mod. We just have loads at the minute, as you can see. Oh, my wife's in the chat. There she is. Wonder if she can learn how to spell Connor today. I had a lovely day, got lovely presses, made a big decision today to wash my Elmo hot water bottle holder, and now I'm scared it's going to be fluffy as before. My wife, and look, I'm not even going to deny this, my wife has an Elmo fetish. I don't care. She can deny it all she wants. And I've got proof. Want to see the proof? Everybody want to see the proof that my wife's an Elmo freak? She's upstairs, so she can't do jack shit about this to stop me. Give me a thumbs up if you want to see the proof my wife's an Elmo freak. I've got a picture. Oh, yes, the banter. I love that my wife gets involved in this banter. When I find this picture. Oh, here it is. Everyone wants to see it. There you go. Tickle me. She's had an Elmo hot water bottle, right? And I shit you not. She's changed the inside, but she's had that hot water bottle cover longer than she's had me. And I'm together with my wife 20 years. Now, to be fair, I have a Cookie Monster onesie, so, you know. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, ball in field now. The Scott McTominay. McTominay goes out left-hand side to Luke Shaw. Oh, don't say that, Kate. Don't be giving her a big head thinking she's funny. I keep telling her she's got no sense of humour, Kate. Don't be doing that to me. I know you women sticking together and all that, but you can't be letting her think she's funnier than me. Ball out left-hand side. She's got a great sense of humour, though, with me. I'll give her that. Ball into the box. It's cleared. West Ham have it. I can't say what I was going to say. She'd kill me. I was going to say something, but I'm not. Even that's too far even for me. Right, throw in for West Ham, right hand side. Excuse me while I cough. Will you get into trouble for showing that? Nah, I've posted it on Twitter before, mate. She knows the picture exists. 20 years, well played. Yeah, we're together since we were 19. We're married 14 years. From the 1st of March was our 14-year wedding anniversary, but we're together since we're 19, and we've known each other since we were 16. We worked in the same hotel, and we've known each other for that length of time. And yeah, together 20 years. But as I keep reminding her, she'll always be 3 months older than me. Luke Shaw burst into the box. Good tackle there from Souček. It'll go out for United corner, left-hand side. Craig going to be sleeping on the couch tonight. Nah, well, to be fair, mate, the couch would be pretty comfortable. Like, we've got a really nice corner sofa, so it wouldn't be an issue if that was the case. But nah, she's got a great sense of humour. I've outed my wife on YouTube. I've outed my wife everywhere over the years, Kate. Don't worry about that. Maguire now, ball's up in the air, it's headed away. Maguire puts a second header in, headed away again. Maguire's gone for the hat-trick of headers. No, he chests it down. Rashford has it now, works it out left-hand side. Shaw with the cross. Again, it's headed away by West Ham and hooked clear. Where's my wife's comment? She said, the reason I'm scared that Elmo will not be fluffy is the label says sponge clean, and it shows how I've cleaned it but decided to properly wash it today. There you go. I love Elmo and I don't care who knows, she says in the chat. There you go. See, Kate, she loves Elmo, she doesn't care who knows. And we were over in Florida one year, and we were at which park was this in? It was at what's it called again? It wasn't Universal. Busch Gardens. And Busch Gardens has a Sesame Street park for kids. So Elmo happened to be there, and my wife was like, oh, Lucas would love to go over and meet Elmo. And Lucas was, had lots of sensory issues at this point with his autism, and it was a bit freaked. But my wife, hang on, United around the edge of the box, strike, deflection, keeper comes to claims it. So my wife went up to get the picture taken with Elmo for Lucas. And Lucas was really upset about it. And I'll never forget this. Elmo was a goddamn legend. Lucas was covering his ears because, as you know, a lot of kids with autism have sensory issues, and one of Lucas's was sounds. So Elmo, to make the picture work, covered Elmo's ears as well. And it's Elmo's a goddamn legend. I'll say that about Elmo. And again, just to prove that I don't talk waffle to you guys, and I am as honest as I say. There's the picture. Oh, that way. See? Elmo covering his ears as well, just to make Lucas feel comfortable. Elmo's a goddamn legend. Right, anyway, back to the game of football. Enough about my married life. Fernandes now, on the attack for United. Looked like he was going to have a strike, puts it out wide right-hand side. Ball into the box. Oh, Rashford should have done better with that header, folks. It was a cracking delivery. Rashford knows he should have done better, but he nods it wide of the post. Oh, he should have done better. Looking at the replay of the header, he definitely should have done better. Would I ever want to go back to school? I've considered going to college. Again, West Ham in possession here, middle of the pitch. Is there a stoppage for something? I think we have a stoppage here for something. Yeah, there's a player down. Maguire's down, I think, with maybe a bloody nose. So, well, we have this break, yeah. I never got to go to college because when I did my leaving cert, my dad was very ill, and I moved home to look after him because I had moved out with Sabrina when I was 19. So I did my leaving cert, moved out, and had planned on going to college, but my dad was dying from alcohol. He drank himself to death, and I never got a chance to go. And I had to move out then because you don't need to know the ins and outs of the story, but basically I was pretty much made homeless overnight. So I got into a lot of debt trying to find deposit. I used my credit card for a deposit, moved into a flat with Sabrina and stuff, and then had to start earning a living. So I had to start getting a job and chasing money. I never really got a chance to go to college. I was supposed to study psychology and French after my leaving cert, but never got a chance to go. But yeah, I've played around with the idea. And if Anfield Agenda / Mundo Sporto doesn't work out for me over the next 10 weeks and I do have to quit, then I may go back to college at some point and maybe study law or, I don't know, law, or maybe become a therapist myself, maybe help other people who've been through experiences, maybe help Al-Anon and stuff like that, you know, people who've been through some of the stuff I've been through in life, and try and give back a bit. So yeah, I have thought about it, but I never got to go and get a college degree, unfortunately. When did you go bald? I'm not bald. I have a full head of hair. Well, I say full. I probably do have a little bald patch or so, but shaved my head fully bald about, God, I want to say about 7 or 8 years ago. Because my wife prefers me. She says that I've got teddy bear hair, and she says I look scruffy when I have hair. So yeah, probably about 7 or 8 years ago. I couldn't wear the Cookie Monster onesie for a watch along DC plays because with the green screen effect it wouldn't work. It would look like I'm see-through. I can show you a picture of me in the Cookie Monster onesie just to prove I have it. Like, again, man doesn't tell lies. Where is it? Connor knows as well. I've shown Connor the onesie. United in possession now, centre of the pitch with McTominay. Where is this mofo? There you go. Just to prove I tell no lies. Lucas had his little monster one on and I had my Cookie Monster one on. See? Elmo hair. There you go, man. That's a good shout, R1. Top man. Anyway, Lindelof. Let's not forget there's a game of football going on here, folks. Almost at the half-hour mark, still scoreless. Shot, although I am having crazy fun today, I have to say. Ball into the box. It's headed away by West Ham. Chested down. Rashford has it now. Out to Shaw again, left-hand side. Craig, you just... Elevator kid, Mark Goldbridge is hilarious. He is, mate. Go watch him. He is hilarious, so go watch him then. But he is hilarious and a good mate of mine, deserves everything. But go watch him if you want to come in here and, you know, I don't know, not talk about our stream. But, you know, he's streaming. Go watch. And again, I don't mean that in a sarcastic way because Mark's my mate and Mark's class. Craig, you deserve 1 million subs. You know what, Lee? I'll take 100k on Anfield Agenda before the end of the season. We're about 16 and a bit away, so anyone can help us out there. Ball in. Cleared away by West Ham from the corner. Headed back out left-hand side by Rashford. Again, West Ham first to it and the ball will go out, will it? No, they've managed to keep it in play. Yeah, we're closing in. We're trying to get to 100k on Anfield Agenda to get that award for Connor before the season ends. And it'll be really close, like, if things stay as they are. So every single subscription really helps. Greenwood now. Ball across. Oh, I thought Fabianski'd fumbled that, you know. I thought he'd fumbled it and I thought Dan James was going to have a tap in. So what happens is Fred plays it out left-hand side. Shaw plays a ball down the line. Actually, a little scoopy dink over the top. Good footwork from Greenwood. Puts it across. Oh, he got lucky, Fabianski. He got a hand to it and it came back off his own defender. And then he claimed the second ball. He got a little bit lucky. That could have easily fell Dan James' way, you know. Ball inside. Greenwood. Strike. It's blocked. Will Fabianski be able to keep it from going out for a corner? Yes, but he has to put his boot through because he was under pressure from a United player. That'll go out for a throw into Manchester United left-hand side about 10 yards inside their own half. Craig, you've 83k subs on Anfield Agenda and like 30k since October. So Anfield Agenda will be big in a few years. Yes, Samira, I've no doubt the channel will go on to bigger and better things, but as you know, I'm up against time on my perspective, but the channel will always be around. But I want it before I sail off. I want to just get the lads there. Unless, of course, somebody comes in with like a Enrique Iglesias and saves the day for us for financially allowing me to go full time. But either way, I want that 100k and I want it bad. I won't lie. I want it more than I wanted anything. But not for me. So Connor can give it and show it to his dad. Ball into the box. Corner, it's cleared again. Second ball breaks to Rashford. Fred. Ball back inside. Again, Rashford. Back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nice ball from him through the line to Mason Greenwood. Greenwood across to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes points to where he wants somebody to go and rolls it across to Fred. Fred back to Bruno Fernandes. Ball in towards the far post. It's kept in by Luke Shaw. He plays it across. Hits a West Ham defender. And now West Ham try counter-attack down this right-hand side. Antonio coming back to lazy. That's lazy forward play. Coming back from an offside position, and it'll be a free kick to Manchester United. Oh yeah, I was thinking you're not a weirdo, and then not you, Craig. I was thinking, what have I done to be a weirdo? Well, I am a weirdo. As Pink says in one of my favourite songs, we're all dirty little freaks, and I mean that in a complimentary way. Nitty gritty dirty little freaks, I believe, is the lyrics. 1 sec, folks. I gotta scream asking for the heating to be turned off because I feel like I'm starting to melt. She said no. Rashford, ball inside. Back to Bruno Fernandes. If I faint, by the way, here, just blame Sabrina on the dehydration. West Ham now on the counter. They cut inside, spread the ball across left side. Declan Rice gets the ball caught under his feet, and it's now Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Good ball out left hand side to Marcus Rashford. He's up against Kufal. Rashford goes round inside, then round the outside. Stops, slips himself, but still manages to regain the ball. Good play there from Rashford. Fernandes now. Ball across to Scott McTominay. McTominay, looking at his options, goes back out left hand side to Fred. Rashford, little Scoopy dink over the top looking for Luke Shaw. He does well, gets it across, and again it's cleared by West Ham. Here you go. Thank you, AJ, for the super chat. Much appreciated. You're very kind. Ball out again, left hand side. This time it's Mason Greenwood. He pulls it back to Fred. Fred with a little back heel. Oh, would have been a good attempt there from McTominay, but it was blocked again by West Ham. Antonio has it now. Good hold up play from him. West Ham play a ball down the line. Antonio, he's taken out of it. That should be a yellow, to be fair, for Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and it will be. Martin Atkinson comes across with the yellow. Craig, will you ever be a chance that you return to Anfield and the Mundo Sporto in the future? I've explained before, mate. Like, I want to stay, and I hope I can get it over the line and pull something out of the bag. But I'm somebody whose life revolves around routine, and if I get into a routine, I stick to it. So the odds are I'll find a hobby that will probably take my time, and so probably would be a no to the answer. But you know, let's again, I won't stop fighting until the last minute. We need a Sabrina emoji. Ooh, I like that. Sabrina / Elmo emoji, Crosby. Good idea. Isn't it amazing that she won't come on camera though? I've asked her so many times to come on for a stream. Ball across. It's back now at Rashford. He carries it away for United from inside their own 18-yard box. 10 minutes to go in the first half at Old Trafford. Still scoreless. Please do keep hitting that subscribe button, folks. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like on the video as well. There was a long diagonal ball there, but it goes straight through to Lucas Fabianski, and it's a bit of relief there for West Ham. Maybe they can slow it down a bit. Fabianski drops the ball to his feet, rolls it out left side. Oh, Noble just about gets away with that as he works the ball out right hand side. He was nearly caught in possession. Again, West Ham just keeping the ball inside their own half now with Mark Noble. He spreads the ball across left hand side. West Ham go long up the line again. Flick on from Antonio. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka has enough covering pace to give it back to Dean Henderson. Dean Henderson rolls a nice pass out to Fred now. Fred looks up, plays a great ball through the middle to Bruno Fernandes. Greenwood cuts inside. Oh, it's a save and hit the post, but I tell you what, that would have been one hell of a goal. Dean Henderson throws the ball to Fred, or passes it to Fred. Fred gives the ball to Bruno. Mason Greenwood cuts inside, has a great strike. Fabianski gets fingertips to it, and it touches the post and goes out. It's a great save from Lucas Fabianski, but I tell you what, that would have been one hell of a goal. I love a counter-attacking goal like that, and it would have been a cracking finish, but Lucas Fabianski pulling out a great save there. Shaw, corner in. It's not a great corner, it's cleared and it'll go out for a United throw in left hand side. Fred. Maguire, Lindelof. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Fred goes out left hand side now to Harry Maguire. Maguire down the line to Luke Shaw. You'd have to say United is certainly looking the more likely to score here. West Ham seem to be hoping for something from Mikel Antonio and sitting back with a lot of players behind the ball. A United goal would absolutely open this game up. Fred now in possession centre of the pitch. Gets the pitching wedge out and gives it out left hand side to Marcus Rashford. Rashford again back inside to Fred. Fred to Shaw. Shaw out wide again to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes goes back to Fred. Fred switches the angle across now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who goes out very wide to Dan James. I'm going to say that again. Wide right to Dan James. Fernandes now back inside. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Scott McTominay. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Lovely ball in again. Rashford with a header and Fabianski saves. I don't know if he was offside or not, but either way, Lucas Fabianski gets down to make the save. Aideen, see you later. Have a lovely Sunday and thank you for dropping in. I'm trying to figure out something. Fred's down with a facial injury, but he's back up on his feet. What's going on here with the comment underneath me stinks from R1? What's that about? Have I missed something here? Fat Kid says, I want to marry your daughter. I love her so much. Fair enough, mate. Join the fucking queue. She's a good looking girl. I'll be looking for a serious fucking dowry there, I tell you, fella. And, she's probably far too good with my little princess for your good self, sir. Oh, it's a joke. Sorry, Mark. I'm used to jokes being funny, mate. Sorry. There's my witty banter. Don't mind me R1, mate. I'm just too ticked to get what was going on. Maguire, centre of the pitch, rolls the ball through. Rashford now. He carries it forward. Looks up. And has it taken off him. West Ham now. Carry the ball. Play it through centrally. Again, good recovery tackle there from Scott McTominay. West Ham players down injured, but McTominay won the ball fairly. And play goes on, correctly so, because it's not a facial injury. United have it now right hand side to Bruno Fernandes. Back inside to McTominay. McTominay now. Back in field again. Lindelof. Cross to Harry Maguire. Shaw. 4 minutes to go plus additional time here in the first half at Old Trafford, folks. It's still scoreless. Lindelof. Angle switch the cross now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka on this right hand side. He cuts back inside, gives it to Fred, takes it back off him. Now he switches it to Maguire. Maguire out wide left to Luke Shaw. Shaw cuts back inside, gives it back to Harry Maguire, who goes back out to Luke Shaw. Shaw tried a cushion pass, didn't work out. West Ham have it now right hand side. They're just not getting enough men breaking forward, West Ham. They've obviously come for a point. I think it's been fairly clear from the setup that West Ham have come here for a point. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Mason Greenwood. Good footwork from him. Rolls it into Fred. Fred back to Maguire. Maguire then out left hand side to Luke Shaw. Back infield to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes goes out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Ball down the line to McTominay. I've said this before. I think McTominay's one of the most underrated players in the Premier League. I think he doesn't get some, like, I don't really like giving United players respect, of course, but I'm honest. And I can see the Henderson vibes in him. I really can. West Ham now on the attack. Ball pulled across. Maguire touches it back and Luke Shaw has it. Rodder said, "Hi Craig, my team Deportivo La Coruña got a vital win today. Hopefully we make the playoffs for promotion into Segunda." Yeah, man, I can't believe the fall off. I remember Deportivo going deep into the Champions League, mate, with some cracking players back in the day. Ball crossed in, goes out. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing because it hit a West Ham player's head and I don't mean to laugh, but the cross went bang smack off a West Ham player's, like, West Ham cross, bang smack off a West Ham player. It was Koufal's head and it goes behind for a United goal kick. Thankfully Koufal's alright. Sorry, it just was funny. We need a sub to PewDiePie type thing for Craig. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do, DC Plays. There you go, my man. Nothing but love, pal. You've got no idea how much hitting the 100k subs in Anfield Agenda will mean to me. I got Connor to make me up a mock-up of what the YouTube Silver Play button will look like so I can look at it every day to inspire myself to keep trying to get that channel there. Because Connor and I started that when Connor was in college, and for him, he got his degree last year because he's a clever dude, and you know, he had a job and he was made unemployed during the pandemic. So for him to be able to go to his dad and say, "Look, Dad, we've done it. We've got to 100,000 subscribers. Something I started in college." I'd love him to have that father-son moment, and I'm gonna work my ass off to try and get it. So if you guys can help spread the word, just get us to that 100k in Anfield Agenda. Don't do it for me. Do it for Mr. Crosby. The brains of the operation. I'm just the tits and ass, obviously. Ball out left hand side. Shaw has it now. Little touchdown. Dan James tried a few too many little flicks and turns here. The clock's just about to hit 45. We'll see what stoppage time there is. 2 minutes of additional time, folks. 2 minutes of additional time at the end of the first half. Thank you, Addison. When did I start supporting Liverpool? When we lost 2-0 to Arsenal and won Arsenal the first division title. I think I was 8 years old at the time, so 31 years ago. And it was a loss. I know I keep telling the same story, but it was a loss that made me fall in love with Liverpool. Not a win. Not seeing them lift an FA Cup or anything like that. What advice would you give any young goalkeepers? Practice, practice, practice. I used to train with my team, and then when I got to 15, I went up and I trained with the senior team, and I continued training, and go through all those drills, up, down. Just I used to basically live with a football. I walked around with it in my hands. I played football all day, and just have belief, be confident. You know, the rest is a lot of it's down to hard work and figuring out angles and so many little things that I'm sure goalkeeping coaches will work with any young goalkeeper with. But yeah, just believe in yourself. Oh, I really hope you hit 100k. Thank you, Michael. Michael blows on and stuff. I literally think about it every minute of the day, mate. I go to bed thinking about it. I wake up thinking about it. I do. I can't tell you what it would mean to me. Like, it would mean more to me than any financial stuff, put it that way. I actually found out via Sabrina actually that one of the guys who I used to play with, he was a year above me, better goalkeeper than me as well, went on to play for Peterborough United and stuff, a guy called Dan Connor. He's actually Caoimhín Kelleher's under 21 Irish goalkeeping coach, so may have to hit Dan up and see if I can get a little meeting with Caoimhín at some point down the line. Right, first half is over here, folks, at Old Trafford. It is still scoreless. Best chance of the first half was a really good move for Manchester United. Dean Henderson played the ball through to Fred. Fred fed it to Bruno Fernandes, who in turn gave it to Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood cut in onto his left foot, fired a great shot towards the bottom right hand corner, but Fabianski got fingertips to it and it clipped the outside of the post. And as we go into half time here, it is still scoreless at Old Trafford. Hey dude, Mundo Spectacular is back. How are you? I'm good, man. How are you? Mundo Spectacular. Yeah, I know the song, mate. I remember it. Why didn't you do the NLD? We did do the North London Derby, mate. Jack did it earlier on. It is Mother's Day, don't forget, Mason, and my kids do have a mother, so I have to spend some time, with the kids and my wife today as well. She's fucked up again. That's Daniel Connor spelled wit, two N's. Wit, love, wit. You're missing a H there. You just need to stop, Sabrina. Do you know what I mean? You just get a speech to type thing or something, or maybe get Lucas to help you out there, love. Silly, silly wifey. That would be a class collab with Caoimhín Kelleher. Oh, no, fuck the collab, mate. I'm being entirely selfish. I just want the picture with him. Never mind the collab or content stuff. I just want to meet him, shake his hand, wish him the best of luck, and get a photo with him. Never mind content. Clock. No, I just like the look of it. I like seeing it tick along a little bit there. I definitely did make a mistake or anything. I definitely haven't accidentally hit the wrong clock. What the fuck's going on? There we go. I press every button. Just clock. Stop, 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 stop. Hit every button. Hope for the best. Slap the screen. What have we got? Michael Upload said, hope you hit 20k on this channel. I mean, Jack Gill sent me a message earlier on, and I shit you not. He said to me, I set a challenge in the North London Derby earlier on for you, Craig. See if you can get Mundo Sporto to 16,000 before the end of the United game. Motherfucker, we'll be lucky to get 100 subs in the game. Man thinks we're about to get 600. I don't know. Jack, he's a gas fella. Later on, Sabrina. Later on. You're on a promise. I mean, my wife said, fuck you, Craig. Later on, love. Do you know, I'm a man of the people. I'll do it. You keep setting me up. It's too easy, Sabrina. I can't do it right now, love. I'm in the middle of a stream, but later on, I'll give you that 2.5 minutes. Would you let your son become a professional football player? Would I let him? I mean, if he's good enough, the decision isn't up to me. Who's the person that you ask to spell things for you, fucko? Oh, look, I admit I can't spell for shit, Sabrina. Do you know what I mean? I'm open about my stupidity, love, when it comes to spelling. But, you know, if I am to ask somebody, it's usually predictive text these days, my dear. But she does write the birthday and Christmas cards. I'll give her that. She's better handwriting than me. Just go cry with Elmo, Sabrina. It's okay. Give Elmo a hug. You'll be alright, love. Right, ladies and gentlemen, at half time of the game, no better time to remind you who's bringing you this content today. We are here because of the good folks at the One Football app. If Connor gets up off his arse and pins a link into the top of the chat right now, it'll make it far easier. But there is a link in the description as well. One Football is the place to go for all your football needs. It has everything you want. Breaking news, transfer gossip, league tables, statistics, video content, everything that the football fan in this modern world needs. It has intuitive AR technology as well. It is absolutely brilliant. It is the best place to get your football information, bar none. They're also great supporters to the football fan content community, as you can see from their work with us and many other channels. One Football is where it's at. I used to use an inferior football app until my friends put me onto the One Football app, and you know what? I haven't looked back since, and I never will. It is the go-to for your football needs, folks. So you can download it absolutely free from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store, or from the link that Connor's about to pin to the top of the chat eventually. And again, go over there. It's entirely free, and it's not very often you get something as good as this for free. Trust me. So go over there, download the One Football app. If you use that link, it lets them know that we sent you over. It is pinned to the top of the chat. They've been so good to us since we started here on Mundo Sporto. They've sponsored so many of our watch-alongs, and we wouldn't have been able to keep going without them. So to all the One Football family, from all the Mundo Sporto family, lots of love. And again, folks, if you haven't downloaded the app, it is free. That link at the top of the chat will let them know we sent you over as well, just to let them know that we're doing a good job, because we want to do well for companies that help us out like One Football, who are, as I said, the best in the business as far as I'm concerned with football apps, bar none. Right, I'm still laughing at fucko. She robbed that off me, Kate. That's one of my words, unfortunately. So I'd love to give her credit for that one, but that's a me word. Any Newland tonight, or is it just Anfield Agenda? No, it's Newland Voider is 100% an Anfield Agenda thing, because it relates to last season when people wanted the league null and voided, hence Newland Voider. So he's an Anfield Agenda only mascot, I'm afraid. Right, folks, what have we got? It's 0-0 at half time. What are we thinking? What's your predictions for the second half? Craig, you going to do any international games that are coming up? Well, I don't think we've thought that far ahead, Addison, to be honest with you, mate. We kind of just go, Sunday to Sunday with our plans. So we'll sit down. Obviously, next week there's some Champions League games coming up. We'll be doing Europa League games. We'll be doing as well. A couple of Premier League ones before they finish up. And then we'll look down and look at the fixture list for the internationals, mate. Do you think Liverpool will get top 4 this season? Honestly, I think we're fighting an uphill battle. It's not impossible, but we got to put 5 wins together quickly, back to back. It's a difficult trip for Liverpool tomorrow to take on Wolves at Molineux. I was very impressed with how we played in the Champions League against Leipzig. It's great to have Fabinho back in midfield. Some results have gone in our favour this weekend. You know, we've seen Villa drop points, seen Chelsea drop points. We know somebody in this game is dropping points, albeit it would probably suit us better if it was West Ham that dropped points. And look, Leicester got a good win today, 5-0 as well. So Spurs lost points. They were beaten by Arsenal. So a win tomorrow will probably restore some belief in me, but right now I would say it's odds against. But nothing's impossible in football, mate. We should know that by now. Who will be taking over main presenter next season? To be confirmed, Liam. To be confirmed. Hopefully, me. Hopefully we pull a rabbit out of the hat, mate, and I don't have to do anything. But to be confirmed. Put it that way. Maybe I should have left the heating on and roast them. There you go. It's the only way you'll ever get the roast me, love, because you haven't got the comedy time in to do it. Oh, she keeps setting me up. Just knocking them out one after the other. Keep setting me up, love, and I'll knock them out of the park for you. Do you remember the day she tried to do a Ric Flair? Was anybody in here for that one? She tried to copy a Ric Flair and it sounded like a howling greyhound or something. It was priceless. It was brilliant. Oh, yes. Would I do a watch along of El Clasico? Absolutely. What else have we got? Big game tomorrow. It is, Issa. Absolutely. It's a must-win game. I know I said that a lot lately, haven't I? But it really is. Again, folks, do hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on the video as well. Hope you're enjoying the content. I'm having loads of fun today. I'm definitely sleeping on the sofa. Actually, I'll be lucky to get the sofa at this rate. I think me and the dog will be sharing the dog bed. Craig, you should get a cake with 100,000 candles when you get to 100k. Do you honestly think I'm going to sit there and put 100,000 candles on a cake, Yusuf? Christ, mate, you've no idea how lazy I am. That's ridiculous. We do have lots of special stuff planned. We have a contingency plan for our main plan on 100k on Anfield Agenda. I've already got one of the Anfield Agenda giveaway prizes, which is, it's decent. It's already sitting over there in a press. And yeah, when we hit 100k, trust me, we'll be giving away some shit. We'll be giving away a good chunk of stuff as a thank you to all of our subscribers. Oh, retracted message, Sabrina, there. Is it, love? Retracted. I didn't see what the immediate message was, but retracted. No, the chair is the plan, Cube. The chair is the plan, but the guy that makes the chairs, I believe, is in hospital at the minute, and I'm not sure how unwell he is or what a timescale would be. That's why we're putting a contingency plan in place, just in case. But, you know, I don't want to give away what it is yet, but trust me, we'll look after. Trust me, we're going big. I'm getting the tattoo. Yeah, the tattoo will be got, as I promised. Now, I don't know when the tattoo shops in Ireland will be open, but I am going to get my favourite ever trolling comment, which I've read out to you guys before, tattooed probably on my arse when we get to 100k. Yeah, I've promised that, and I will live up to it. Could you do 100,000 hairs on your head? We'll all send one each. Again though, mate, it'd involve a lot of work stitching them in, wouldn't it? Do you know what I mean? I've already explained how lazy I am. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'll just get a merkin and just stick it on my head instead of where it's supposed to be. I'm a Man United fan, but I like your channel because you're fair, watching from Cape Town. Lots of love to South Africa, buddy, and thank you for being here with us. How are we giving them away? Carrier pigeons, mate, carrier pigeons. So we're going to tie the chair or whatever to a carrier pigeon, be big chunky ass pigeon, like I'm talking like, you know, pigeon being on steroids for a long time. No, we'll be giving them away at random. So we haven't decided exactly how yet, Chicken Boy, but we will come up with a system that gives everybody a chance, and we'll do it over a prolonged period as well, so everybody will get a chance to enter, and it will be completely transparent. We'll do it live, so there'll be no fuckery. Wear a United shirt if you hit 100k. No. It's not even... I don't even know where to go with that. Why would I wear a United shirt? It's hardly celebrating or giving away yet, is it? Like, and United haven't contributed to the 100k on Anfield Agenda, so I certainly wouldn't be wearing a United shirt. I'll wipe my arse at one if you want. I've no problem doing that. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much. Airtech. I hope I put Airtech. Excuse me if I mispronounce. RIP to Walker and Hagler. Absolutely, David. We said it at the start of the stream. For those that aren't aware, sadly, over the past 24 hours, we have lost two greats of the sporting world. Murray Walker, the voice of Formula One, the man that said it's something like, what was it? The lights are green. Go, go, go! Just an icon of the sport, and somebody who we'll all look back, and his voice will live forever. A marvellous Marvin Hagler as well, one of the greatest middleweights of his generation, of all time, unfortunately passed away as well yesterday. So, of course, yes, our love and best wishes to all of their families. It's it's always sad when you lose icons. I love your channel as a United fan from Dublin. You're great crack. Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate that. Happy Mother's Day to the main mother, Craig. Just because I've got man boobs, man, don't be calling me a woman. Do you know what I mean? Although I do have a good bit of cleavage, I won't lie to you. Right, Ryan, by Morrissey. Where's the email? Email for what? Anfield Agenda? Contact at AnfieldAgenda.com. Really easy, mate. Contact at AnfieldAgenda.com. That's our email. I like the idea of carrier pigeons. Funnily enough, Chicken Boy, one of my neighbours has a loft full of carrier pigeons up there, or racing pigeons, I should say. So I don't know if they've been on the rides or not, mate. They do sound like they've a bit of ride rage now sometimes, but I'm not sure if they quite be able to lift the chair that far. Right, look, ladies and gents, we're about to get underway the second half here at Old Trafford. I'm just going to mute my mic so I can cough again. Excuse. We're about to get underway. Teams are coming out of the tunnel. As it stands, it's Manchester United 0, West Ham 0. West Ham to me look like they've come here to try and get a point or maybe nick something on a counter. United will, I'm sure, press more in the second half. And hopefully it opens up a little bit and we get a few goals. But again, thank you to the good folks at the OneFootball app, without whom we wouldn't be able to be here doing these watch-alongs. There is a link pinned to the top of the chat, also in the description of the stream, that'll bring you straight to OneFootball to download it. It is free, entirely free. You can get it in the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. All your football needs, an AR technology built in, absolutely amazing app. Completely free as well. That link lets them know that we sent you, just to let them know we are sending people their way. So if you want to help us out, download the app from that link. It is entirely free. And again, thank you to the folks at the OneFootball app. Right, second half about to get underway. United playing from right to left. Fernandes about to kick off. Martin Atkinson just doing his final checks. And we're underway. Ball goes back to Lindelof. Plays a little 1-2 with Maguire and gets it back. Into McTominay. Then back to Victor Lindelof. Lindelof rolls it across to Fred. Fred cuts inside. Ball into the feet of Mason Greenwood. Ball back out left side now to Bruno Fernandes. Protects the ball well, gives it back to Fred. Fred across to Victor Lindelof. Nice ball from West Ham through the channel now to Mikel Antonio. He works it out right hand side. They're just not getting that many bodies forward, are they, West Ham? They're back now with Declan Rice and immediately playing back. This is a very, very park the bus type performance from West Ham. Not that I know of, Dinosaurs, mate. I haven't seen any subs or been made aware of any subs. Again, though, let me just get the old dog and bone out. Give the OneFootball app a little look just to see if there have been. But to my knowledge, no, mate. Nope. And there's been one yellow as well in the first half. That was for Aaron Wan-Bissaka for a foul to Mikel Antonio. Right. Anyway, Lindelof in possession inside his own half for United. Tries a diagonal ball looking for Marcus Rashford. The defender gets there, but he slips, and Rashford now has the ball. Gives it to Mason Greenwood. Dan James has it. He fires the ball across. Goes past everybody. West Ham defender has it now right hand side. Puts his foot through it and launches it long. Again, it was a long, hopeful ball, but it was more that Cresswell slipped after he chested it down. Greenwood had a chance. Ball was played out. If anybody had been at the far post there for United, they'd have had a tap in. Lindelof. I never answer that Champions League question. Who was it that asked? Who do you think about the Champions League? I never answer it because it's too hard. It's impossible to predict. Zaid, excuse me, mate. Yeah, it's impossible to predict, buddy. There's so many good teams left in it. Declan Rice now. Ball in field from him. Towards Mark Noble. He went through, got Fernandez and the ball. Fernandez is still down, but the referee's allowing play to go on. West Ham have it. Ball up the line. It's won back by Manchester United now with Luke Shaw. Shaw goes into Victor Lindelof. Lindelof. Scott McTominay. Out right hand side now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He cuts inside. Goes past a couple of players. Fires the ball in towards... That's going to be a yellow, surely. Scott McTominay going to take a yellow here. He had to do it. It was a sloppy pass that allowed West Ham, not from him, sloppy pass infield allowed West Ham to break on the counter, and all he could do was step across and block, I think it was Diop, to stop the counter. Had to take one for the team there, Scott McTominay, and he does go into the referee's book. Why, unfortunately, do I sense a bit of anger within the mods here? I don't know, but Kate is the lead moderator. Any questions on anything on Mundo Sporto regards to the moderators? Kate 2.0 is the chief moderator on here, so Kate dishes out the info and Kate makes the final decisions. So if you have any questions on mod stuff, Kate is your lady. Fred now on the counter. Ball goes out. Whose throw-in will it be? I'm not sure which way it's been given yet because the cameraman seems to have a hard on for Declan Rice at the minute and is following him around the pitch. Meanwhile, the rest of us are trying to figure out what's going on. It was a United throw-in and it's been taken by Luke Shaw. Maguire now rolls it across to Lindelof. Kate said on Anfield Agenda it is, isn't it? No, John Hamilton is the chief moderator on Anfield Agenda. Shaw now. Ball across. Oh, nearly found Bruno Fernandes, but West Ham have it now with Souček, and he clears it out, and that'll be a throw into United. Who looks more likely to score? United. Rashford. Ball back across now to McTominay. Good footwork there by Bruno Fernandes. Opens up for a shot, but it's blocked, and now West Ham have it again. Luke Shaw does well though. Steps in and wins it back for United. McTominay rolls it across to Victor Lindelof. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Bruno Fernandes now for Manchester United. 5 minutes to go. I swear my wife's turning the fucking heating back on, by the way. I swear she is trying to melt me, but don't say that. If I faint, just call 911 or 999 or 113 or whatever the fucking number is. 112. Help. Help. Anyway, ball left hand side. West Ham have it back. Again, it's a hopeful ball over the top by West Ham, but nothing there. Lindelof has it back for United now. McTominay. McTominay back now to Lindelof. No, Lingard isn't allowed to play, Sharon, because he's on loan from United, and Premier League rules don't allow you to play against your parent club. What's happened here then? Have a little look-see, Craig. United run the attack right hand side with Greenwood. Fires a cross in. Ooh! Put behind it will be a Manchester United corner. Could have gone anywhere that. He fired a leg at it, but he had to because Rashford would have had a tap in if he didn't. Good piece of defending that by Kufal. It'll be a corner to Manchester United. Fernandes with the cross in. It's in the back of the net. It's 1-0 Manchester United, and it is Scott McTominay with the header. Told you earlier on he was an underrated player, didn't I, by some people? It was a great delivery right into the danger area. Scott McTominay rises above everybody. Gets a head on it from about 4 or 5 yards out. Nothing the keeper can do. And Scott McTominay just wanted it more than anybody else. Here's the replay. Ball in from Bruno Fernandes. That's good from McTominay. I don't know what West Ham players are appealing for. They had him outnumbered and he just wanted it more. Maybe he took a deflection, did it off somebody on the way in. I think it actually may have come off Mark Noble or someone. Hang on, let's have a look. It did. It came off. Was it Noble? I think it did come off Mark Noble, you know. I think it'll go down as an own goal. Was it Noble? Who was it came off? Dawson. It came off Craig Dawson, excuse me. Yeah, it will go down as a Dawson own goal. But, again, it all came from a good delivery from Bruno Fernandes. And then Scott McTominay getting up and wanting it more. And that's what happens when you get a little touch or you get men inside the penalty area like that with a good cross. Anything can happen. And United have the 1-goal lead. And now I think we'll see this game open up a little bit. Let me just change the score. You have to say United deserve that lead. They've been the only team looking to go and actually attack in this game. Souček now plays the ball forward. Bowen has it. He's brought down. It'll be a free kick to West Ham. About 5 yards inside the United half left hand side. What do I want the score to be? It's tough to say. From a selfish Liverpool perspective, a United win is probably the better result for us. Because it would bring West Ham back within distance of us, whereas I don't think we'll be making up the gap on United and City, obviously. So, yeah, probably... My prediction was a 2-1 win for United before the game. Fred now, but I hate, it kills me to say that you'd look for a United win, but, it is truthful. Ball to Rashford now. Rashford cuts inside. He tries to have a strike, but it's blocked. McTominay plays a lovely ball between the lines there to Dan James. James goes out right hand side to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Little dummy by Bruno Fernandes. Fred now. Again into Rashford. Nice ball back to Fred. Couple of ricochets. Martin Atkinson decides that it'll go behind for a goal kick. 10 minutes into the second half. The goal has indeed gone down as a Craig Dawson own goal. It did look like it came off his head last. McTominay did leap up well, though wanted it more than everybody else, and the ball then eventually goes in off Dawson's head. Nothing anybody could do about that from the goalkeeper's perspective for Atten. But as I said, to me, West Ham came looking for a point, and United are the only team that seem to be looking to go and win the game. Now we'll probably see West Ham change it up a bit, maybe bring on Lanzini or a couple more attacking players. Who have they got on their bench? Let's have a little look actually. So they've got Balbuena, they've got Benrahma, Lanzini. There are options there for them to bring on and try and change it up a little bit. Declan Rice now, little 1-2 in midfield. He carries it forward to Mikel Antonio. He has it strike, takes a big deflection. It'll be gone behind for a corner to West Ham. Dean Henderson was scrambling to try and get across to keep it in play, but it was a little bit too far out and it's gone for a West Ham corner. Too early to say player of the season, Rodders, mate. Honestly, I think it's way too early. There's been a lot of good candidates, go. Some great performances this season. Ball in. Headed away by Harry Maguire from his own 6-yard box. West Ham have a second chance now to put another ball in. They go deep to the far post. And West Ham weren't able to keep that in play. Dawson probably should have done better to keep that in, to be honest. But it does go behind for Manchester United goal kick. Here come the changes coming on now. Lanzini about to come on, and I think Balbuena as well. as David Moyes, excuse me, David Moyes knows that he has to bring on some attacking threats to try and get something from this game, because they came looking for a draw or to pinch something. It was clear from the first 10 minutes. Who do I think Liverpool get in the Champions League? I've got a feeling we'll end up getting Man City, mate. I just have a feeling it'll be Man City. Antonio flicks it inside. Bowen now, ball across. West Ham appealing for a penalty here. I don't think they're going to get it. It will be reviewed, of course, but Martin Atkinson stop and play, I think, while it gets reviewed. Let's have a look. Ball came in. Bowen plays it in. I think Maguire got the ball. It's hard to see from that angle. This one might be better. Let's have a look. Again, I can't see. But I think Maguire got the ball, but I can't see. They need to slow it down for us to be able to see who got the touch. It doesn't matter anyway. VAR have decided no penalty, and I think they're spot on with that. It didn't look like a penalty, first instinct to me. Anyway, we're back on the way. Fred now has it for Manchester United. He carries the ball forward. Mason Greenwood, Dan James, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back to Dan James. He puts a cross in. Again, Dawson gets his head on it. West Ham get another head on it. Drops to Luke Shaw. Shaw to Fernandes. Back to Fred. Fernandes. McTominay now. Little 1-2. Still Scott McTominay. Turns one way, then the other. Rolls the ball across to Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Ball in. Good control by Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Greenwood now. Right hand side of the penalty area. Cuts inside. Strike. It's blocked. Second ball drops to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Good strike, and it's well saved by Fabianski. West Ham managed to keep it in play. It was a nice strike that from Fernandes, about 20-22 yards out, but Fabianski got down, palmed it away. But Fred has it now for United, and they're back on the attack again. Back at Bruno Fernandes. I think United smell blood here. They're going for the second. Luke Shaw. Back to Fernandes. Little Scooby ding towards the far post. It's headed away. And Bowen has it now for West Ham. He knocks the ball forward to Antonio. Antonio spins, does well. He's got them both for pace here, but he needs support. Antonio left hand side as United get men back. Still Mikel Antonio. Rolls it across. Good defending from Luke Shaw. Gets back, snuffs out the danger. And now West Ham have it with Noble on the halfway line. Rice out left hand side. Cresswell goes down the line again looking for Jarrod Bowen. Cross into the box. West Ham player gets his head on it, but it goes behind harmlessly. It'll be a goal kick to Manchester United. Good save that from Fabianski a minute ago though, from that Bruno Fernandes chance. Substitutions taking place now. Lanzini coming on to replace Mark Noble, and Benrahma coming on to replace Johnson. Free kick to West Ham. They take it quickly. 28 minutes to go at Old Trafford, folks. Manchester United leading by a Craig Dawson own goal. But look, as I've said, being fair, they thoroughly deserve that lead. They're the only ones that have looked from the off like they want to win the game. Ball up the line. Maguire chests it down. It's back now with Dean Henderson. Ball up the line again. West Ham have won it back though. Martin Atkinson says play on. Lanzini now. To Declan Rice. Out left hand side. Cresswell back into Lanzini. Pressure comes on though from United, but West Ham working across right hand side. Lanzini. Again, involved in a lot more stuff already since coming on than we've seen from West Ham in attacking intent. Declan Rice now. He carries the ball forward, works it out right hand side. Here comes the cross. It drops to Bowen. Strike, good block from Maguire. Threw his body on the line there. Got a good block in. Good piece of defending. Again though, Cresswell has it. He pumps the ball into the box. Header! Oh, you know what? I think the offside flag may have been up, but if it wasn't, Jarrod Bowen missed the sitter. It was up. It was up. But yeah, it was a good delivery. Let's have a look. Was he offside? Yeah, great decision by the linesman. He was at least a yard off, and the header wasn't great either, to be fair. Didn't even trouble Dean Henderson, but he was indeed correctly ruled offside. Why are we talking about Pat? Why is the chat talking about Pat? I've missed something here and now I'm completely lost. Pat? I'm lost. Anyone want to fill me on this Pat stuff? 25 to go. West Ham play a ball down the line. Harry Maguire steps across, rolls it into Luke Shaw. Oh, St. Paddy's Day coming up, sorry. Rashford has it now left hand side. Ball into Fernandes. Good goalkeeping by Fabianski. Came out, put his body on the line. I think got a collision. Fernandes is down as well. It was a nice move again by United. Good, well weighted pass from Rashford, but it was brave goalkeeping from Fabianski to come out and smother the ball and stop Fernandes dinking it over the top. Again, was ball into the channel from McTominay, I think, to Rashford. Rashford rolls it into the path, and a combination of some brave goalkeeping and maybe a little bit of extra weight. No, actually, Fernandes even got a touch on the ball, so it's just great goalkeeping from Fabianski, but it was another good attacking move there from United, and Fabianski's still down getting some treatment. It's really weird because the rest of the world seems to celebrate Paddy's Day way more than we do here in Ireland. 25 to go. What are we thinking, folks, prediction-wise? Again, we're really close to hitting 15,500 subs. If you are enjoying the stream, folks, please do take 1 second, hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well. We really do appreciate you. And again, today's watch-along has been brought to you with thanks to the good folks at the OneFootball app. As you can see on the screen, it's the best football app out there, bar none. There's a link pinned to the top of the chat. There's a link in the description. You can download it from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. Best football app out there, bar none. If you are going to download it though, please you do use that link pinned to the top of our chat or in the description, because it lets them know that we sent you across, and obviously helps us in potential future work with the guys at the OneFootball app as well. The more traffic we send across, of course, the better it is for them, so, and us, of course. So if you can help us out that way, use that link, download the app. It's free, by the way. It's an entirely free app. Ball inside now to Greenwood. Greenwood, good bit of pace from him. He's looking for options. Has the ball dispossessed, but it's back with McTominay. McTominay now has it. He rolls it across to Fernandes, who cushions it into the path of Fred. Fred out left hand side now to Luke Shaw. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Fred. 3/4 of the game gone here. United 1-0 up. Sharon thinks 1-1 because West Ham have had a lot of chances. Jack reckons 2-0 to United. Kyle's going to go stick with a 1-0. Long ball driven forward by West Ham. Luke Shaw has it. He's tackled and dispossessed by Lanzini. Good challenge that. I think it was from Fred in the box to nick the ball back from the West Ham player. Declan Rice has it now on the halfway line for West Ham. They definitely have a lot more attacking intent now than they've shown. Obviously they're chasing the game. They have to. Hello, Craig. This is the Bleeding Obvious. Welcome. Say hello to the Bleeding Obvious, Craig. Bowen now. Ball goes out left hand side. Ooh, ball in. Too much on it. Goes through to Dean Henderson. Scotty's gone 2-0 prediction. Chicken Boy 1-0 prediction. Goomy 1-1. Elevator Kid thinks it'll stay like this. Yeah, Brian, that's exactly what Irish Paddy's Day is like, mate, outside of Dublin. You're spot on. Stood on the side of the road freezing and watching vintage tractors go past full of lunatics on the back of them promoting local businesses and throwing out lollipops. Welcome to Paddy's Day in Ireland, especially outside of Dublin where most of us on here live. Me, Brian, Connor, we're all outside Dublin. Ball in again, cleared by Maguire. This time Lindelof puts a second touch in it. Fernandez chests it down now to Fred. Fernandez. How's the iMac going? I'm not going to lie to you, mate. You know, it's sexy. I won't lie to you. It sits there in the corner winking at me. Ball out right hand side now. Dan James has it for United. I mean, it's the most expensive thing I've ever bought in my life outside of a car, but it is class. I mean, I'm not going to lie, yeah, it's a good piece of kit, the old iMac, and we upgraded a lot of things on it as well to make it future proof, which is fucking ironic, seeing as it might be gone in 10 weeks. I mean 9 and a bit weeks actually, which the irony of that, you know, really drives me mental, but at least I can flog it on if needs be. I'm good for him. How are you, my man? RS8 said, iMacs are really good to be honest. As the owner of one, I can confirm. Yeah, I used them. Oh, Fernandez now is dispossessed. I had a MacBook Pro, mate. I started off with a MacBook Air and then switched to a MacBook Pro about 3.5 years ago. My MacBook Pro kind of shit the bed there a few months ago, and I was deciding what computer I needed to buy, and I spoke to Drawdy from the United Stand, who's obviously a bit of a tech genius, and we sat down, went through the specs I'd need, and we ended up with the iMac and the specific set of specs that Drawdy suggested, and of course, you know, I've no knowledge on computers. Connor has some, but Drawdy is, we know, a genius in this stuff, so yeah, he suggested I go with this, and look, I had to borrow money to get it at the time. It's been paid back thankfully since, but great decision, and again, I really appreciate Drawdy's input on it because it is a wonderful piece of kit. I even went for the big screen one as well, the 27-inch iMac, which is yeah, they're sexy. What are we talking about? The clock says 28. That's confused the shit out of me. And no, you can't have a shout out because you've asked for one 4 times now, and now you've used capital letters. But what you can have is a massive fuck off from me to you for spamming into our chat. So how about that? Does that work? That works for me. Bye bye. So instead of a shout out, you get an adios. There you go. West Ham ball across again. Maguire, good defending. He plays it out. It'll be a throw into West Ham right hand side. I don't mind people asking for a shout out, by the way, and I give loads of them. But when it's 1, 2, 3, and then all caps after that and another one, that's getting a bit too much. I try and say hello to as many people as I can, but I've actually never seen that person in the channel before. So Benrahma now. Back to Declan Rice. Brian said my mate works for Apple, so I can get 70% off, and I still can't afford that. And what I will say, Brian, is if the day comes, mate, where you do go and get one, like, you'll never look back. Like recently I was due an upgrade. Hang on, United are on the counter attack here. Fernandez spreads it out right now. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Recently I was due an upgrade on my phone, and free kick to West Ham, and I didn't know what to do because, even upgrades these days are a lot of money, but I said feck it, and I got this. I went and I got the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and oh my god, it is one hell of a phone. So yeah, I would definitely, I think once you get in that Apple ecosystem, I still think it's the best ecosystem out there. I love everything about Apple. I know that some add-ons and they're expensive and stuff, but they really are just, I just love the whole ecosystem of Apple products. I really do. From my Apple TV to my iMac, my phone. My daughter has an iPhone 11. My wife is the disgrace of the family. She's a Samsung user. She even made sure we got a fucking Samsung 60-inch TV so it would work with her phone. Yeah, she's got a Samsung, I think it's the Galaxy 21, is it? 21, I think, is that what it is? Sabrina! Is that Android piece of shit you have a Galaxy S21? Yeah, the piece of shit's a Galaxy S21. It's actually a really good phone, but I'll never ever admit that to her. Ball back now with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. By the way, I had my iPhone XR for like, I think I had about 3 years, and it never put a foot wrong. Like I didn't even want to change it, but when I seen the new specs on the camera on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I just had to give in. West Ham now, right hand side, still attacking, 15 to go. That's a late challenge by Rashford, and that'll be another yellow. That'll be a third United player to go into Martin Atkinson's book. I don't really, like, some people say Apple rip you off, and I get that, AZ Shaq, but I don't know how. Because, like, look at an iPad, say, versus the latest top Galaxy tablets and stuff. They're not uncomparable with prices. I mean, what's an iPad now in euro? About 379, I think, if I'm right, something like that. Apple TVs are relatively inexpensive. The phones are expensive, I'll give you that, but all phones are getting expensive. You look at the most expensive Galaxy phones now, the ones that fold, or the other ones, they're all getting ridiculously expensive. Yeah, Sabrina said she's Samsung all the way and she's not an Apple wanker like you. She's basically calling her kids Apple wankers as well, because Lucas has an iPod and Circa, my daughter, has an iPhone. An iPhone 11 and an iPad. So, do you know what I mean? She's slagging off her own kids. That's what I mean. Call child services, help us out here, obviously. No, she just refuses to use Apple products. Anyway, here we go, left hand side. Greenwood, 2. Oh, he's hit the post! I was about to say 2-0. He's hit the post for the second time in the game. The first one came via a good touch from Fabianski. This time Fabianski was rooted to the spot and Greenwood rattled it, and I was just thinking, goal, and then no, it comes off the post again, and West Ham still cling on to some hope in this game. Craig, it's like a Volvo versus a Renault. And there's no competition there. I think Sabrina will agree with me on that one. We'd both be in the Volvo camp when it came to that. Another thing I will say though, in defense of Apple, is if you buy an Apple, say a MacBook or an iMac, I would venture to say is they will last twice as long as, a lot of other branded laptops. I would say that start slowing down quickly. I would go as far as to say, like, I know people who get 6-7 years out of iMacs. Ball goes out, and it'll be a West Ham throw in left hand side. But I do get they are expensive. I absolutely get that. Like, buying my first MacBook Air, I just felt like, God Almighty, this is even though it wasn't that dear, it was like 1,100 quid, 1,200 quid. I say not that dear. It was for me at the time because I'd only ever had an iPad. I don't really use I wouldn't probably need a computer if I wasn't doing this stuff. I just use my phone for everything. Lanzini now, ball through the lines. Again, Souček gives it out left hand side. Ball back. Cresswell goes back again. 11 minutes to go here. Burst into the box by Benrahma, I think. Pull back, flick. Souček again. This time it's Luke Shaw gets the block in. United players putting their bodies on the line here to keep West Ham out. Maguire telling them to keep the line high. Fernandes. He plays the ball over the top. Again, the space there for Mason Greenwood. He's waiting for support. Goes back to Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes goes out left side to Rashford. Rashford to Fred. And United recycle the ball back to Luke Shaw. Ball across now to Lindelof. McTominay. I never had a BlackBerry, Addison. Never had one, mate. I had a Nokia 3210. I had a Nokia N-Gage phone as well at one point. But ever since, I think, the iPhone 3GS, I think I've been in Apple all the way. I bought one Samsung one time and I sold it the next day to get another iPhone. Fernandes. Ball out left hand side now. Rashford. Step overs. Gets a corner out of it. Goes out off Kufal. It'll be a corner to Manchester United left hand side. To be fair, you say Apple won't give you a charger for an iPhone 12. I'm fairly sure Sabrina, she either didn't get headphones or a charger with a new phone or a new Samsung. I don't know which one it was. They say that it's to save the environment, mate. And yeah, it makes me laugh. You don't get headphones either with the Apple phones these days. Isaac said Huawei phones are the best. Yes, we love China. We love China. They do make a good phone, to be fair. It's just a few other things that would worry me nervously. But no, they make great technology. I will say that. And look, I'm too dumb to know if any of this shit's... I don't even want to get into it, to be honest with you. Ball down the line. What's my thoughts about Genie leaving in the summer? That's an Anfield agenda question, Evan. This isn't. This is all about Man United, West Ham, and Apple versus Samsung. That's what we're concentrating on today, buddy. I'm hopeful. As every day goes by, I'm maybe feeling myself full of false hope, buddy, but I'm hopeful. Ball out left side now. Ball in again. West Ham on the counter. Ball across. It'll go behind harmlessly for a goal kick. Lanzini tried the acrobatics. Didn't work. 7.5 minutes to go plus additional time. United still with that 1-goal lead. I've never spent 1,000. I don't buy phones outright, AZ Shack. I usually in a contract, mate, on them, so I've never spent This new one I bought was the most I think I've ever spent on a phone, and it wasn't anywhere near $1,000. Greenwood, out right hand side now to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Aaron Wan-Bissaka back to Greenwood. Greenwood now to Fernandes. Fernandes back to McTominay. Aaron Wan-Bissaka cuts inside. Ball across to Harry Maguire. He takes a touch, cuts in on his right foot and rolls the ball up the line. West Ham win it though, and they have bodies forward here. If they can get the right pass, they could have a chance here. Lanzini, no, he's seen the headlines, got greedy, but they will get a corner out of it. Lanzini tried to be the hero there when there were better options. He knows he made a mistake, but luckily for West Ham, they come away with a corner. Don't forget, folks, if you are a Liverpool fan, my starting 11 prediction, my score prediction video went out today, I think, and Jack caught up with Leon from Boyle Sports for a chat as well. That is over in the Anfield Agenda channel. I'll be back on there tomorrow for the watch-along, obviously, of the game. Jack Gill will be doing the team news announcement show beforehand. Then I'll be on for my post-match reaction. Jack will give his post-match reaction, and then the clips as always. So, again, please do get over there. Help us hit our 100k target. And again, if you've enjoyed this stream, please do hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the video. United now on the counter. Dan James using that pace of his down this right-hand side. Flicks the ball across. Again, it's headed away by Kufal, but back as far as Dan James. Fred. Shaw. Little 1-2 at Rashford. Still Luke Shaw. Rashford. Fred inside. Oh, actually, they got the Nothing But Reds Agenda show went up today as well. Excuse me. Kyle and Steve, two US-based Liverpool fans who run a channel called Nothing But Reds. They did the Nothing But Reds Agenda, which is a weekly show they do on our channel. That went out today as well, so check that one out. Luke Shaw now. And of course, the Anfield Agenda and Mundo Sporto podcasts are available on all the good podcast apps as well. Of course, entirely free. They're on Acast, iTunes, Spotify. Make sure to give them a listen. My interview with Jack Mate, my interview with the Irish guy from HRTC Sport, with Mark Goldbridge, all those are on the podcast app. The Anfield Agenda podcast show, I should say, excuse me. Cross in from Dan James. Fabianski gets fingers to it and Kufal carries it away. Again, West Ham win it back in midfield now. Penrama bought himself a free kick there. 4 minutes plus additional time to go here at Old Trafford. United still with that 1-goal lead. Cresswell puts the free kick out left hand side. Antonio now puts a cross in. Henderson comes and grabs it. Easy enough for the United keeper. And he rolls it out then left hand side to Luke Shaw. Shaw to Fred. Ball down the line to Luke Shaw, who does very well there in a tight space, in fairness to him. Ball back inside now to Maguire. Maguire upfield to Scott McTominay. He's got some open space ahead of him. He carries it forward, then gives it out to Bruno Fernandes, right hand side. He slows things down and goes back to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Obviously United going to game management now, just trying to keep possession, slow it down, take the sting out of some of this West Ham pressure and go away with the 3 points. Maguire to Lindelof. Lindelof back to Dean Henderson, who puts his boot through it and launches it long. Again, another free kick given here to West Ham, right on the halfway line. Let's see if they'll punt this long or go short. But either way, time is running out. Looks like United are on the way to 3 points. Cresswell to take the free kick. Dawson's up. Antonio's up there. Kufal's waiting for the nod to go up, but he moves out right hand side. Right, free kicks played in. West Ham have just about kept it in now on that left hand side. Declan Rice pumps across him, but it's so bad that it nearly hits the corner flag. And yeah, that pretty much sums up West Ham's afternoon there. Evening, I should say, actually. David Moyes trying to rally the troops for one last push. The clock ticks towards the 89-minute mark here at Old Trafford. Right, we are inside the final minute of normal time now. Dean Henderson tells all the United players to go long as he gets ready to send the ball as far upfield as possible. Craig Dawson wins the header. Bruno Fernandes holds the back of his head trying to win a free kick, but the referee said no. Ball's back now with Craig Dawson. He gives it to Fabianski. Fabianski out left hand side to Cresswell. Rice has it now, centre of the park. Little 1-2 at Lanzini. Gives it back to Lanzini. Good defending again. Luke Shaw gets his body in the way. Now United have a chance to counter. Fernandes turns inside into traffic. He's dispossessed. Referee said he was illegally dispossessed. Foul to Manchester United right on the halfway line as the clock is just about to hit the 90-minute mark here at Old Trafford. Let's see what's going to be added on for stoppages. Board's about to go up now. 3 minutes. 3 minutes of stoppage time will be added on, ladies and gentlemen. And again, before we finish up today, I want to say a massive thank you to our sponsors, the OneFootball app, who've been a great help to us here at Mundo Sporto since we started the channel. You can download the OneFootball app completely free from the link pinned to the top of the chat or in the description of the stream. You can also go over to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. It gives you everything. Team lineups, breaking news announcements, all the transfer gossip you need, league tables. It even has augmented reality in there as well. It is your one-stop shop for all your football needs. I'm not going to lie to you, it's the best football app out there is, bar none. So download the OneFootball app. Use our link to let them know we sent you over. And again, thank you to the guys at OneFootball. Aaron Wan-Bissaka now, right hand side. We've almost had 1 minute of the 3 additional minutes played. Benrahma tries to break. He's brought down. That'll be a free kick. Martin Atkinson's going to go to his pocket again. I think it'll be Dan James this time that gets a yellow. Thank you, Rodders. No need to thank me, my man. It's a pleasure. Again, if you have enjoyed it, folks, please do hit that subscribe button. And yeah, drop a like on the video. It would really help us out. West Ham working out right hand side now. Kufal heads it forward. There was a collision there right in the edge of the box. Referee's wagging his finger as if to say no. So it looks like it goes behind for a United goal kick. Kufal heads it on. Just looks like a coming together to me. Goal kick to Manchester United. We are inside the final minute of additional time now. Goal kick pumped long. It's headed back forward by Kufal. Luke Shaw pumps it out and it'll be a throw into West Ham right hand side. Luke Shaw has been named man of the match by the folks at Sky. Another ball forward again. West Ham, they're running out of time here. If they want to launch one last attack, they get it out left hand side to Cresswell. He has a little 1-2. Rolls the ball down the line, but there's too much pace on that, which will allow Victor Lindelof to boot it into the stands. looked like a foul throw to me, to be honest. Antonio. We've had the 3 minutes now. It's at the discretion of the referee. Rice gives it out left hand side. Last cross of the game. Ball's in. It hits Aaron Wan-Bissaka. It goes for a corner. Martin Atkinson blows the full-time whistle, though, won't allow the corner, and it's 3 points for Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And look, as I said, they started out as the team that wanted to go and win this game, and I think they're thoroughly deserving of their victory. West Ham came on when they went a goal behind, made some changes, looking to push for an equaliser. It never really looked like coming. If anything, United could have had a second, only for who was it at the time? Mason Greenwood rattling the post. Hit the post in the first half as well from a good save from Fabianski. But it's finished 1-0 here to Manchester United at Old Trafford. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us for this watch along. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video as well. And if you want to help us out, please jump over to Anfield Agenda and help us in our push towards 100k. We're about 16 and a bit off at this moment in time. Again, have a lovely weekend. To any mothers out there, happy Mother's Day to all of you. I hope you've been spoiled rotten today, and lots of love to all of you. I will talk to you soon.